the Goonies. Um, so it's fine that you're going for the Oilers to continue our. It's fine because I know this is like Canada's team. There's a lot of people at work, a lot of Oilers fans at work. Mostly, I think, because they're from Alberta. They're not just bandwagon fans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just adjust that. But then everybody, you hear people screaming and cheering when the Oilers just scored that goal. Um, I could never be an Oilers fan as a Canucks fan.
Right.
Go Florida, go.
Wow.
I don't care. Don't care. I was happy last year. Everybody at work thinks I'm an Oilers fan. I have friends there who are Oilers fans, and they're like, "Oh, do you see that big goal?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I really hope they do it this year." I don't mean it. I don't mean it one bit.
Right. Well, I guess you got to stick to your guns. And diehard Vancouver fans, I guess you can't be Oilers fans. That's fine.
Yeah, I'd rather Brad Marchand win the cup than the Oilers. That's saying a lot.
That's a cursed ass statement right there.
So yeah, 131. Your Mother Ate My Dog the podcast. Josh, Jesse, almost didn't happen, but here we are.
We're here. We're
Glasses off.
sounding amazing this week. You sound superb. I sound just as good as I always do.
Yeah. I noticed you took your glasses off a minute and a half into this one. Last episode you took it off much later. People.
Well, I find when I'm watching myself, because I can see myself,
Mhm.
that the reflection of the computer in my glasses really bugs me. And sometimes it gets to the point where it bugs me enough that I need to take them off. And I got to that point pretty quick this episode. So what can you do?
Yeah. Normally we are pretty similarly sized.
Yes.
But I'm clearly farther away this time. Because the computer's on the bed.
Yeah, you have a really janky setup.
Yeah, we sold the desk today.
Well, then you definitely can't sit at the desk then.
The chair was sold 2 days ago. So no chair, no desk.
Right. So you're forced your own hand, basically, is what's happened there. Now, have you found a new place? Is that what you're telling me, or?
Yeah, we found a new place.
Okay, and where?
Okay, well, I understand nobody listens to this, so I'll try to be specific that only you would know.
Okay.
So remember, I don't know if you do actually, because we talked about this before, but the old Calumet place.
Yes.
Okay. We remember the Bin 4.
Yes.
Okay, well, behind the Bin 4 is a road.
Yes.
At the end of that road, close to
there's a road that starts with T.
Yeah, a road that starts with T, and it's an apartment building close to that road.
Okay. That's quite close by to me now.
It is just across the two main roads.
Yep.
My feet are resting on a large pile of boxes that I picked up from a lady in an apartment building off of Gorge Road.
Oh, there you go. You're getting used to the neighborhood again.
And to come back, so I drove from work to Gorge Road, and then to come back, I cut down your road. I passed your building, and I waved, but it was at about 1:30.
Yeah,
it's about 1:30. Probably still work.
Yeah, it was not here. That leads me to a question. Yes, when is moving day?
Okay, well, the thing is, we're going camping, Canada Day long weekend. So 28th, 29th, coming back 30th. Move-in day is July 1st. So we come back on the 30th, which is a Monday. We pick up the moving truck on the 30th, the night of the 30th, pack as much as we can, and then we move on the 1st.
Okay.
The holiday. But we've sold, it's like they've already come in, somebody's already come in, and basically they're renting our place and they don't have a lot of furniture apparently. So Megan just kind of sold a lot of our furniture that we don't need. Couches, dining room table, other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing we have to sell is our spare bed, because it's a 1 bedroom plus den.
Mm.
But the den's a pretty big size. It's basically a bedroom, but we're not going to use it as a bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
So there won't be a lot of stuff to move.
Okay.
So you let me know if you're free.
It's the stat. That's the stat, I guess.
It is the stat, yeah.
I don't see why I wouldn't be free. Even
busy guy.
if it's just for 3 or 4 hours or something like that.
Yeah, I don't see it being for that long.
Yeah,
But,
that's what you always think. No matter who's moving, that's what they all say.
It's been a while.
And then
It's been a while since I've moved.
yeah.
In a perfect world, I would have had enough money to be able to afford this place for another month, and then just move gradually.
Mm-hmm.
No pressure. But that's not the case.
That's
Pressure.
always the ideal situation, but it doesn't usually come down to that, does it?
No. So yes, we'll be moving. I'll have a new background in July.
Yes. Well, that's very exciting. Much closer to your work. Although, for some reason, okay, I don't know if you've just been switching warehouses, because I thought you would just go out of the Langford warehouse, which was like a hop, skip, and a jump from your place. But are you just going from the Glanford one, then I take it?
Yes, as of January 2024, I've been out of the Glanford. So about a year and a half working out of Glanford.
Okay. Well, you'll be nice and close to that now. It's like a 7-8 minute drive now or something like that, probably.
Yeah, somewhere around there. And then it's a quick bus as well. So
yeah,
that's nice.
That's great.
But yeah, very central, right by H Mart. So that's fun.
There you go. By the time you move in, there'll still be hour-long waits to get in. But
I've heard it depends what time of day you go. Go 10 a.m., you're not going to find a line.
Okay, that's good intel.
Have you been?
We went to the mall once, and we're like, well, there's some stuff we can do here, but let's also see if we can go to H Mart. And the line was like past the food court, and we're like, yeah, we're not going to H Mart today.
Was it a weekend?
No. It wasn't.
Okay. Yeah, give it a few weeks.
Yeah. The hype will die down.
Yeah,
that's what I'll do.
What's new with you? Happy June. Big
June.
month for you.
It's true. I'll be turning the big 3-3 pretty soon.
Wow.
What's new with me? I got invited to do a race in Fort Langley with some folks. We won that. That was pretty good.
Oh, you were invited and it already happened.
Yep. Yeah. That was on Saturday. Made the day trip over there to Fort Langley. It's a nice little place. It's the second time I've been.
Sure. Yeah.
They got a really nice antique mall there.
Mm-hmm. Old people love the antique mall. My mom loves the antique mall.
Yeah. It's great. I was quite pleased with that. And anything else new? I'm getting a tattoo soon. That's some big news.
Okay, let me try to guess. What you get? Is it like a word or is it of something?
It's of something. I worked with the artist to design it myself. So
is the artist Mackenzie?
No.
Sorry, Mackenzie.
So you would have a hard time. It's not like a thing.
It's like
it's not like the Eiffel Tower. It's like a.
Right. It's not like paddling related.
It's not paddling related. No.
It's just like an abstract thing.
It's not an abstract thing.
Okay.
I feel like it's going to take you a while to guess. But if you name more of my interests, you would get there.
So something to do with records.
Yes. But it also has skulls, or a skull, I suppose.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can show you if you're gonna be able to see that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. And where is that going?
Probably on the back of my arm.
Okay. So not too big.
No. It would be. I don't really know how to. Like maybe a little bit smaller than a wallet, maybe about that size.
Okay, great description.
Yeah. So that'll be good. That'll be the day after my birthday.
Oh, so you might not even be able to help move because you'll be recovering.
Oh no. I'll be fine. And Mackenzie's convocation is next week.
Fantastic.
Be doing that as well.
You won't be doing that.
Well, I'll be there.
You'll be there, yeah.
But I've been through that whole rigmarole, so I won't be going through the ceremony for the second time, but I can sort of see it from another perspective.
Sure.
Yeah. Maybe
The hot,
yeah.
Be hot in there.
And maybe I can see some of my past teachers, professors. Because when I went to the ceremony, there was like 3 of them that I knew that were a part of it, so you never know.
Do you think they'll remember you for so long?
There's like 2 or 3 that would definitely remember me, I think. Yes. But
Shakespeare guy.
Yeah, the Shakespeare guy for sure. He would remember me. Don't ask me to tell you his name because I forget it.
His first name's Sean, I think.
Sean. It's possible. Oh, I can hear some purring. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's basically all that's new with me. Oh, hello.
Do you remember his name?
That's, well, there's Gino. That's not Gino. And there's Rue. That's not Rue as well.
Right. So it's the third one, the newest one.
It's something food related.
Yeah, he just turned 4 years old.
Yeah.
Big 04.
Big 04. Yeah, it's like Tater or something.
No, it's not Tater, but it's the same amount of letters.
Is it food related?
It is food related, yeah.
Frito.
His nickname is Big Beef.
Big Beef. Okay. Tacos.
No, it's Angus.
That's it. Angus. Yep.
That's it. Oh. I guess we have trivia. Okay, 1 second. We'll just let the cat take over here.
Don't unplug anything. No rash movements. One time I unplugged my headphones one time and it like stopped my part of the stream.
Yeah, that happens. Okay, you can talk, Angus.
Hi, Angus.
Conversation. I'm not taking my headphones out because that'll also stop.
Yeah. Angus is very interested in what you're doing.
It's also my 5-year anniversary on Friday.
5-year anniversary of
a relationship.
Of your relationship, yes, and like the 2-week anniversary of your engagement, something like that.
Yeah, actually, I don't know when the date that we got engaged. Is that a thing we should know?
I mean, I would say probably.
Art and artists. Oh god! In 1888, this Dutch master painted fishing boats on the beach for his brother Theo.
Dutch. Oh well, that's.
There's like a main Dutch guy.
It's got to be Van Gogh.
It is. Vincent van Gogh. He has a brother named Theo.
Yep.
Art and artists. A man of many styles, he squared off with the Cubists over his work Nude Descending a Staircase. He squared off with the Cubists over his work Nude Descending a Staircase. Probably won't get that one.
No, I'm sure I'll know him, but I forget. I'm the square guy. I forget his name. What's his name?
Duchamp is his name. The answer.
Okay.
Picasso is the square guy, isn't it?
No,
Cubist, dude.
I think he does. He did have a phase, but
Hmm.
I didn't know that one.
Magazines. Do you read many magazines?
Highlights.
In 1925 debut issue, its 1925 debut issue has a cartoon where a man responds to a "Help! Keep the subway clean" sign by polishing a train car's windows.
It's either gonna be Time or the New Yorker. I'm gonna guess the New Yorker.
It is the New Yorker. That was a terrible reading of the question. Next, the guests are here. $200.
The guests are here. Okay.
Martha Stewart's website says it's acceptable to leave this event early as long as the cake has been cut.
Well, that seems obvious. A wedding.
Yep, it's a wedding. We were just talking about it. Do you know who Snooky is?
Yes.
Snooky is among the stars who have held one of these parties. That's like a baby shower, but toned down.
I mean, she was on the Jersey Shore. Does the answer have anything to do with that?
No,
A baby
Well-
shower, but toned down.
I never watched the show, so
A baby.
Never heard of this.
A baby rain.
it's called a sprinkle. So you're on the right.
I was on the right
Pass.
track there. Okay, a sprinkle.
We'll just do the two more questions just to get over with.
Yeah,
Wow,
that's-
that's covered in cat hair. Thanks a lot, Angus. Good thing we're not selling this. The guests are here. $1,000. This old-fashioned type of fundraiser gets its name from the cardboard containers of food guests bring to be auctioned off. Old-fashioned type of fundraiser gets its name from the cardboard containers of food guests bring to be auctioned off.
It's one of those damn like cakewalks or whatever.
A box social.
Oh, yeah. That box social, that makes a lot more sense.
Last question has to do with earth science, but it's an
Okay.
easy one.
Okay.
A cumulus one can weigh more than 1 million pounds.
A cumulus one.
Yeah, earth science. Cumulus one can weigh more than 1 million pounds. You ever take geography in school?
Geography. That would
Yeah,
be
like
like where the countries are and stuff.
that's what you would think. Yeah, but in geography 12, we also dealt with clouds.
See, I was gonna say a cloud, but I'm like, that's obviously makes no sense. They couldn't be 1 million pounds.
What's heavier, 1 million pounds of feather or 1 million pounds of rock?
They weigh the same. That's a good one. Okay. Well, you got me. You stumped me.
Oh, that's good. Well, I didn't do it.
Oh, right.
We're not even halfway done with Jeopardy questions.
Well, it's like we're not even halfway done through the year, so that would make sense.
That would make sense. Did you watch The Goonies?
I did watch the Goonies. At least I hope I did.
How did you watch it?
Oh, with my eyes.
Gotta get Crave.
Yeah. Crave would have given that to me. I had to rent it on YouTube. I mean, I didn't have to, but that's how I chose to do it.
You should have bought it. It was a classic. The Goonies. Everybody's seen it. Everybody's heard of it. Young Josh Brolin, young Sean Astin,
Yes.
young Corey Feldman.
Yep. He was in the Burbs. If you remember that.
Yeah, and the dude from The Matrix, who's been in other stuff we watched.
Yeah. That guy.
He was also in an episode of The Last of Us season 2.
He's also in The Sopranos, and he's also in The Fugitive. He's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he was fighting a losing battle with his hair in this one as well.
Yeah, 100%. Well, what did you think? Did you like it better than Willow?
Yeah, I did like it better than Willow,
Yeah.
but I guess it's just more of my preference. You know, not as much of a fantasy guy
Right.
as a treasure guy.
Yeah. You definitely are a treasure guy.
But I mean, it wasn't the best movie I've ever seen,
No.
but it was enjoyable. I understand. I get it. I get why it's in like the National Library of Congress, or whatever it's called.
Yes.
Um, yeah, there was a lot to like. How do you like it?
Yeah. Thought it was good. It made me think of I couldn't think of which movie it was, but there's a movie we watched within probably the last 10 episodes where
Yeah.
there's like a lot of shouting and yelling.
Okay.
I remember that being some feedback I gave about one of the films, and this is also one of those.
A lot of shouting and yelling.
Yeah, just all the children just yelling over each other constantly. I
Was
found
it
it.
the city of lost children? That wasn't in English though.
No, I don't think it was that. No.
I don't know, but it also reminded me of a movie we've seen. But I can't remember.
Perfect.
Just like in the time, like it just felt like an '80s movie. So maybe that's why.
Yep.
So we've been doing kind of '80s movies.
It was an extremely 80s movie.
It was '85, so like prime time.
Prime time.
I watched it today,
Oh, fresh.
but it's still not fresh in my mind.
Oh, yeah. I've already forgotten it.
Just like the name, like their names. Like I remember Mikey, Chunk.
Yeah. Mikey, Chunk, Mouth.
This was Chunk's only film. He did this, and then he became like a lawyer or like an accountant or something, or an attorney. Yeah.
There you go. I did. I looked up some of the actors that were in this. I mean, some of them obviously new still, but I was curious what he had gotten up to. But I kind of just got like, I looked him up. I'm like, who plays Chunk? And then I saw a picture of him. I'm like, oh, that's what he looks like now. And that's basically as far as I went with it.
Yeah, he has his own law practice. Doing pretty well. Ki Hugh Kwan, obviously.
Oh, yeah. Oscar winner.
Oscar winner, made his comeback. He's a favorite of the podcast. And then the three bad guys, the Fratelli family.
Yeah.
I recognize the mom. She's been in stuff.
Right.
She died right after this. It was this movie, and then she did Throw Mama from the Train, which is what I remember from with DeVito. And then she died in like '88 or '89.
It's not an episode without you mentioning who's died. So that's good.
There was a lot of people who have died.
Right.
Martha Plimpton didn't die, but she's in stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She was the tomboy that lost her glasses.
Yes.
Rosalita dead.
Dead.
The prison guard at the beginning dead. Mikey and Josh Brolin's dad dead. Well, yeah, I guess we can just go. Corey Feldman is not dead.
No.
The actor who played Sloth died in '89 as well. Former football player.
Yeah.
Dead. He was only 39. He died of a Exenol overdose. But he also had an enlarged heart.
Right.
It was prosthetics. He didn't actually look like that.
No, he looked nothing like that in real life. And little robotics in the ears. The ears did a lot of flapping around.
They did move. Yeah, I was kind of wondering how he soldered the two eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Robotics.
Yep, that would do it.
Yeah, I really like the relationship between Chunk and Sloth.
Yep.
Chunk even said that he loved him at the end there. He just met him.
It's when sometimes you just know. Love at first sight. oftentimes there's love at first sight, but perhaps it's not vocalized. So maybe it
Right.
was healthy for them to vocalize that as soon as they could, which they did.
I loved how sassy Data was.
Yep, very sassy, lots of cool inventions.
Yeah, punched the guy, got him right in the nether region.
And the you know what? Well, he was in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, and this
Yeah.
movie had some Temple of Doom moments, did it not?
Never seen it, but yeah, I believe
Oh.
you.
Yeah, like booby traps and skeletons and
Yeah, plenty of booby traps, plenty of skeletons, plenty of one-eyed skeletons.
Yep. There was no shortage of skeletons. Oh, I'll see you later. Opening the door.
Letting the cat out. Yeah.
There you go. That's smart. Yeah.
But he just comes right back in. He just won the option. Yeah, I like Josh Brolin in this.
Yeah.
I thought he was great. Cause I don't know, just like a different side of him. Because it just seems like the older, kind of rough and tumble.
Yeah.
Like he stole a little girl's bike, and he fell in love as well.
Yeah. I do feel as though all the movies I've seen him in have been serious movies.
Yeah.
So it is nice to see him in one that isn't a serious movie.
Also, the dude, his rival, tried to kill him. That was attempted murder.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So here, enjoy this cliffside.
Yeah, just right over and.
But
different time.
Yeah, there was he wasn't wearing a helmet. I mean, serves him right. That's basically what I have to say about that.
True.
None of them were wearing helmets.
No, helmet's not legal.
No, it was illegal to wear a helmet back in those days. I'm sorry, am I boring you?
No, but that's a good time to ask if you want to buy a bed. Are you in the you looking for beds at all?
No, I have a fairly new queen bed. Like within a year. So I don't think it's necessary.
Okay. Do you need a new monitor? You game? You need a monitor?
I do not game. I can't remember. We don't even have a desktop. So
a new well, I have one of those. A personal computer, Acer. Looking to sell that.
I've noticed that you seem to be selling everything you own. You need to still put stuff in the new place, right?
Yeah, so we're gonna buy a new couch. So the new place that we're moving into, we have a 2-couch system currently. That 2-couch system would work, but we're just gonna go with the 1-couch system, like kind of an L shape, kind of similar to what I had before. That would fit the living room pretty nicely. But in this place, 2 bed, 2 bath, so we have to get rid of a bathroom and most of a bedroom. So the bed.
So you're gonna sell the toilet seats?
No, those don't belong to us. But we don't need. There's kind of like an island thing with stools. So we're gonna buy stools, bar stools, perhaps they're called. So we're getting rid of our dining room table. We don't need that anymore. That's basically it.
Okay. Well, you were trying to sell me your computer and your monitor just then, but was that just a joke?
No, not a joke. They're just two. I'm also selling. Well, I shouldn't actually say it out loud. But yeah, we're selling a bunch of stuff. No desk to put it on.
Okay. Well,
many years ago.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, story time. Many years ago, I think when maybe we were living together, but you got me a picture, a Trevor Linden picture.
Yeah.
It stays. It'll make the move, and it'll probably go in that den.
Yeah, I remember
Megan hates it, but it'll stay.
I went to one of those sports memorabilia stores for one of that thing.
Yeah, not cheap.
No, It's him with the old the the black and gold jersey or whatever.
Yeah, the old one.
Yep. Yep. I know there's like a big picture of him, and then what's underneath it? I don't remember. Is it like
3 hockey cards.
hockey cards? Yeah. That's a nice gift.
$20
$20. That's all
if you
I
want
spent.
it. No,
Oh.
Sorry.
I don't
Just kidding.
remember how much I spent on it.
Back to the Goonies.
Yeah. Hey, you guys.
Yeah, obviously that's kind of the catchphrase, which makes sense. I mean, that whole kind of storyline was a little weird. Just him being the brother, and
Yeah, and they just kind of lock him up, and
because Faggot looks.
yeah, I thought. I mean, I knew not much about this movie.
Glasses back on.
Yeah, the glasses are back on. I knew that Sloth was a character, but I thought he was probably going to be in it a bit more than he was. Just based off what what people quote and all that.
Yeah, I thought Chunk turned into Sloth. Honestly, didn't happen.
No.
Like a Toxic Avenger type deal, but
no. Well, I think there was a mop at one point, and it made me think of the Toxic Avenger, but that didn't happen. Yeah.
Right.
But that's okay.
Yeah. What else?
What else?
There were girls in it.
Yes, there were. I don't know if this passed the Bechdel test though, because I felt like they were just talking about men the only times that they were talking to each other.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. But that's okay. Actually, no, it does, because the mom and like the maid, they were talking about just like, cleaning or whatever.
Yeah. Rosalita, I believe.
Yeah. So it passes the test.
Mouth knew Spanish for some reason.
Yep. Pretty fluent.
This was written by Christopher Columbus, the same guy who directed the first Harry Potter film.
Oh, they're going to tell me the guy who sailed the ocean blue, 1492.
Based off of a Steven Spielberg story.
This had
directed by another dude.
A lot of Spielbergness going on here.
Sure.
I mean, you're not a Spielberg man, but it has DNA on it for sure.
When the Goonies are arguing in the basement of the restaurant, somebody, I lost it. Mikey calls Josh Brolin by his actual name instead of his character. Okay, here's a fun fact. So instead of his character's name, fun fact: Josh Brolin played a character named Brandon. I'm Josh. My brother's name is Brandon. What are the odds?
That's crazy, especially because Brandon is like a really uncommon name. You don't hear that one very often.
Goonies never say die. But then she wasn't. But then she was like, "I'm not a Goonie," and he was like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
I like Sean Astin in this as well.
Yeah.
Braces.
I mean, pretty much all the child actors. I mean, they're children. They're pretty good.
Yeah, I think Chunk was just being himself. I think that was literally just him.
Yeah. They just picked some kid off the street, and that was just his normal. He wasn't acting there. It's just what he's like. I did like the scene where he's being forced to tell the truth about where his friends had gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then he lists off all the bad things he's done.
Yeah, then he does the dance. He lifts his shirt up and does the dance.
Yep.
He had chicken pox. He hid chicken pox from everybody because he didn't want to lose his job. You can see the chicken pox when he did them.
Oh.
Cyndi Lauper was in this.
Yeah, there's a whole ass song that she made that says the Goonies are something or other. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, the Goonies are something. Oh man, long day, huh? I guess I can figure. The Goonies are good enough.
That's it.
The Goonies are good enough. The letter R.
It's a song I'd heard before, so obviously it made some sort of waves outside of the film realm.
I can see this being somebody's favorite movie.
Me as well. In fact, I'm sure it is a lot of people's favorite movie. It's not just like one niche pick. It's like I can see a lot of people picking this one.
Yeah, but I think you have to be maybe born in the 70s and like watch it kind of, or like, yeah, the 70s, and then watch it kind of when you're that age or around that age. Because like if you're watching this now and it's your favorite movie, it's kind of strange.
Yeah, like what the hell's wrong with you?
I mean, I
Yeah.
wouldn't go that far, but
Yeah, me neither. That was a hypothetical, rhetorical.
right, right. The Goonies.
Yeah, a classic film, and I can see why.
2 hours.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, the stunts were good. The cool little pirate ship,
Yep.
real
Ship's-
pirate ship. They filmed on the pirate ship. Then they dismantled the pirate ship after
Yeah.
because nobody wanted the pirate ship. What would you do with the pirate ship?
Yeah, it's too much, really, if you think about it.
Hmm. Anything else you want to say about the Goonies?
No, the main thing I wanted to talk about was how much shouting there was.
Yeah, well, they're just kids, you know.
There are just kids, but it's that's part of the reason you haven't seen them. I've learned the Indiana Jones movies, or maybe you just haven't seen Temple of Doom.
I haven't seen any of the Indiana Jones movies.
Well, the Temple of Doom, I think, is a steaming pile of garbage. I do not like that movie.
Okay.
And part of the problem of that movie is the shouting and screaming. It's really shrill and annoying. And this was, I felt as though was bordering on that. Didn't
Okay.
know me that much, but like also like I felt like if I didn't have the subtitles on, because I watched with the subtitles, I don't think I would have known what the hell is going on. Just people talking over each other.
No subtitles for me. I didn't have an issue. So
Okay, well you're built different, so take that as a compliment and let's move on.
so how did you like the acting?
The acting was good. Yeah, 80s action acting, better than average for sure. I mean, the most of the cast was quite young, but I thought they did a good job. I don't have really many complaints. I think I'd give acting like an 8. It's good.
Yeah, I thought the children actors were great. Even like when the girls showed up, like they were good too, especially the love interest.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she did a great job. And then the villains, they played a good villain in a children's movie, which this is kind of a so this is a children's movie, kind of, but then like the first scene was somebody pretending to hang themselves.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, they were good villains for like a Spy Kids villain. They were good like a Spy Kids villain.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give, yeah, I think eight's a good score for acting. I'll give eight for acting. For ending, I thought the ending was good as well because it started with the kids being in a vulnerable position, like, oh no, how are we going to get out of this one? And then the payoff of Chunk and Sloth showing up, cleaning house,
Mm-hmm.
saving the day, and then the bad guys get arrested. They're making a sequel to this film, by the way.
Oh.
As of February 2025, there's a sequel in the works. I believe Sean Astin's in it. Don't know about anybody else. Um, I'm gonna give ending a 7. The ending was good, predictable, sure, but a solid ending for this kind of film.
Yeah. That's the exact score I was going to give the ending. 7. I did like the ending. Perhaps a little predictable, but satisfying. And
Yeah.
I'm not so surprised that they're making a sequel. They'll do anything for money these days. But yeah,
Yeah,
7.
I think it's Spielberg as well doing it.
Okay. Well,
Okay, what do you think about the film overall? Score of 10.
I'm going to give it between an 8 and a 7. I'm going to give it a 7.5. Quite an enjoyable film.
Yeah. Okay. That's it.
That's it. That's all I got to say.
Okay, I'm gonna give the film an 8. 8 out of 10. Yeah, I thought it was good. Solid all the way through. It didn't really lag too much. They did spend a lot of time in certain places,
Yeah.
but I felt like they handled it pretty well. Um, the props were the sets were good.
Yeah, that's true.
80s, good 80s action. 8, 8 out of 10.
Yeah. I like that.
Top notch film. Okay. That is The Goonies. Where do you think? So we're almost halfway done. The year 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think The Goonies is for our top movies for 2025?
I think based off average score, it's in second place.
Based off average score. It's really hard on my phone. I probably should have done this before. Based on average score, it's tied for third
Okay.
with In Bruges.
Oh, yes. That's a good one.
Serious Man is first. The City of Lost Children. I get maybe this Serious Man is only first because I give it a 9.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't remember liking that movie a ton. I think I gave it I give it like a 7, probably, or something.
7.5.
Okay. Yeah.
So this same.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Do you know what else is a good movie?
What?
The movie that you're picking for next week.
Yes, well, let's hope so. I have it chosen it. Would you like to hear what it is?
I would love to hear what movie we're watching next week.
Well, this one is definitely going to pass the Bechdel test. I haven't seen it, but I'm going to know it's going to. It's a female director, I think female writers, and a mostly female cast as well.
Count me out.
Yeah, sorry. I'm forcing you into this one. The film is called Sugar and Spice. Came out in 2001.
Sugar and Spice.
Sugar ampersand spice.
Okay. This does sound familiar. But maybe I'm just thinking of White Chicks. Sugar doesn't come up when you do sugar ampersand. Sugar and Spice. Oh, oh. Interesting.
Have you seen it?
I have not seen it in 2 decades, but I think I've seen it only when it came out.
Okay. Do you want me to pick something else?
No, I don't remember this movie at all. It just looks very familiar.
Okay.
But no. Nope, that's good.
Great. That's the one
Sugar and Spice.
2001.
I'll have to rent it on YouTube.
Probably.
Maybe it's old enough it's on Internet Archive.
That's very true. That's always worth a shot.
Did you try the Goonies?
No. I probably should have. Thinking about it now, but you know what they say about foresight or whatever.
2020 vision.
Yeah, that one. So yeah.
Okay. Sugar a bit different.
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah. We were
132.
kind of on it. We're on an 80s roll there for a while. So
2001. Do you know what other movie I assume came out in 2001 that you love so much?
The Phantom Menace. No. Attack of the Clones. What?
Dude, Where's My Car?
Oh,
I think that was 2021. We probably did Dude, Where's My Car years ago at this point.
yeah.
Oh, it was 29. No, 2000. 2000. Let's see if we even done it. We did, did a 2001 movie.
Surely we have. Didn't the one come out in 2001 or something?
We've done 5 2001 movies.
Mm-hmm.
The one is one of them. Mulholland Drive, The Man Who Wasn't There, Swordfish, and Ichi the Killer.
Ichi the Killer. I forgot we watched that one.
This will be nothing like these movies.
No, I don't think so.
Sugar and Spice. So Sugar and Spice kind of give me a little Bring It On vibes meets Point Break
Yep.
because of the masks.
Well, apparently in the film they watch Point Break, and that inspires them to rob a bank.
Oh, okay. Great.
So that's about the extent of what I know. Well, I hope you look forward to that.
Yeah, I look forward to that.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Yep. It'll be pretty. The episode before my birthday episode.
Right, which is up to me to impress you.
That
You know
don't
what
impress me much.
we should do is go see The Phoenician Scheme for your birthday.
Yeah, when does that come out?
I believe it comes out on Friday.
Well, we should, yes.
Or watch it before. And then but
Mhm.
whatever. Yeah, whatever. Who cares? Yeah. It's gonna be busy. Every day for me is busy, so
Well,
sorry if I brought
I'm glad you made time for me.
well, I'm just sorry if I brought the energy down a little bit.
Well, usually I'm the one yawning. Today, I didn't feel as though I needed a nap. It was a good Wednesday for me.
It's the warm weather.
Yeah, that could be it, perhaps. Well, I've had a ball. Just a whale of a good time, really.
Yeah, well, we just gotta kill 2 more minutes, and then you can say goodbye.
Yeah, 2 more minutes.
Contractually obligated.
Yeah. Our sponsor. Who is our sponsor this week, anyway?
Purina Dog Chow.
Yeah, they did reach out last week about a sponsorship.
There is something that I was thinking about doing, and that's just like starting every episode before you, or just like pre-taping something, and just saying like, "This is episode 1 of Josh." Putting this in just to see if Jesse notices, and then seeing how far I get until you're like, "Oh, hey, I noticed."
Yeah.
Um,
But you can't do that now because you just told me.
No, it just seems like too much work. But I was gonna be like, I just got to the 50th episode of me saying this, and did you even watch the episode?
That would have blew my mind. But every once in a while, I do listen to some of the episode.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, just last week I listened to it because I remember when we were recording it, I didn't think you sounded amazing, and then I wanted to see if that sounded the same on the episode, and the same was true.
Sound like garbage for sure. But then I realized right after the fact, I'm like, oh, it's on the other setting.
Yeah,
it's not the circle. It's the one that looks like a bum.
Yeah, you want the bum, not the circle.
I want the circle, not the bum.
You want the circle, not the bum. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
anyway,
Jesse,
Purina Dog Chow available at PetSmart.
I'm gonna have to change my PetSmart now. I'm gonna be really close to Uptown.
Yes,
so I have to go to PetSmart Uptown.
Yeah, that's the one I go to. Maybe I'll see you there. When you go through the register at the Uptown PetSmart or any PetSmart, your local PetSmart. Just say your mother ate my dog to the cashier, and they'll know what to do.
That's probably the worst place to say that. But
well, that's what you have to be brave to get the discount. It's basically, and you have to really trust that the person isn't new and they've been trained, because it's about a 50-50 shot probably, and you could offend somebody, but that's fine. It's worth it. You get 3% off with code Your Mother Ate My Dog at participating PetSmart stores.
I probably spend about $120 every time I go to PetSmart.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's not easy having 3 cats.
No, especially on weight loss food.
Oh yeah. Or imagine having 3 cats that all eat different food.
That is wild.
Yeah. It's wild. One of our cats, we have to microwave their food or they won't eat it. Yeah. So you think you got it easy over there.
I get they all eat the same food and they love it, room temp.
That's great. I'm really happy for you.
I'm sorry to hear that. Anyways, can of corn.
Can of corn, ball, whale of a time. Thank you very much. Every much. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay. Adios, amigos.
Bye. Bye.